Spanish country victory.
Who's won every final that he's ever managed with Bayern Munich. Carlo Ancelotti, who has taken 15 majors as the boss of Real Madrid. A familiarity between the two sets of players. We have 22 of the world's best on show here this evening. He's incredible, isn't he? 17 years of age. Lamine Yamal. And only getting better as well. Scored in the semi-final against Athletic Bilbao. Real Madrid made hard work of it, getting past Mallorca to make it here to the final. It's effectively a final four of Spanish football. The two cup finalists and the first and second in the La Liga standings. Well, this is the Real Madrid team. Same 11 that beat Mallorca. Tchouaméni filling the awkward defensive position. Jude Bellingham, the form thoroughbred at the moment, 9 goals in his last 12 matches. Kylian Mbappe aiming to score in his third final for Real Madrid. It is like refereeing a world heavyweight clash. Jesus Gil-Manzano, the man in the middle, his fourth Clásico. The previous 3 where he's officiated, Real Madrid have won all 3. He does have the backup this evening of Javier Iglesias Villanueva, and I think they've sneaked a couple of extra officials in there on the plane.
There's a lot of them, isn't there? Assistant to the assistants, I think there is some in there.
The tourists, as they call them. Big call for Barcelona, but Chesney keeps his place in goal. It is also an unchanged team. Gavi scored and assisted in the semi-final. And look out for Lamine Yamal, the best young player in the world at the moment. There's the calmest man in the world, Carlo Ancelotti. He says the key tonight is to defend well. Clash of cultures, 2 football clubs with a rich history, superstars everywhere you look, out on the field but also in reserve. Different ideologies, even different languages in the cities of Madrid and the Catalans of Barcelona. Bring the magic over to set a circle as Barcelona kick off. This has been billed as the greatest rivalry in club sport. Sit back and enjoy it. May the best team win. Difference in styles as well. Expect Barcelona to be forthright in the faces of Real Madrid. Ancelotti has said that it will come down to the complete block. He's the only coach I know that names his starting 11 2.5 hours before the game. It's like he's playing poker, throws his cards out on the table and says, go on, beat that.
I mean, Real Madrid are Real Madrid. Rob, to be very honest, you know what their team's going to be. There's going to be no surprises. If everybody's fit, everybody plays, all the big hitters play. He very rarely rests players just for the sake of it, and when they play Barcelona, his strongest 11 is out there. It's good to see Luka Modric back on the substitute bench after his illness. He's there, had a little bit of experience.
We have the young and the old, a couple of 17-year-olds in the Barcelona team. Modric, 39 years of age. If he scores, comes on and scores, he'll be the oldest player to ever score in a Clásico. So many ifs, buts and maybes. There is Gavi, who's back to his superb best after over a year out of the game of a very horrible injury. Jude Bellingham on the ball. Is there a better player in the world at the moment than the Englishman? Ball is thrusting forward. Rafinha, the skipper. measured pass to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal. Oh, it's a little test up. Needed the very big hand of Courtois.
Out.
Brahim Diaz is limbering up on the touchline, but let's face it, this man is irreplaceable.
Yeah. I mean, we knew what the injury was. Koundé stood on his foot. I see, this was nice play. And then he just slips on the left foot, and Koundé stands on his foot, and it's just whether he can carry on or not. So he's getting a little extra bit of padding, that's all it is. So it's probably irritating him a little bit. But you certainly don't want to be losing him if he's fine after 15 minutes. He probably thinks he's going to score more today. He doesn't want to come off.
As we have a break, reminder what is coming up. Barcelona at Getafe next weekend in the resumption of La Liga for them. 3 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN+. Real Madrid hosting Las Palmas. That's Sunday, 10:15 Eastern time. They'll be without Vinny Jr. Remember, he's going to be banned for the next 2 games against Las Palmas and Valladolid. And there must be serious concerns about Kylian Mbappe. Meanwhile, there's a little sideshow. Rafinha and Rudiger giving us some bonus entertainment. Yeah,
Rafinha's picked up the physio/doctor's bag and ran off with it. I mean, what on earth? What's he doing? He's trying to put a strap on his foot.
I'm trying to be helpful, he says.
I mean, it's up to the referee to tell Mbappe and the staff to go off the pitch, not the Barcelona captain. Now he's told them eventually, which is fine.
Real Madrid down to 10 men, and it's not just any man they've lost momentarily. It's the scorer of the goal after 5 minutes, Kylian Mbappe. Can Barca make the most of the extra player advantage? Casero by Tchouaméni.
Yeah, lovely play again. Little flick by Rafinha into Pedri, made a nice run. Nobody picking him up, just runs off Camavinga and Fede Valverde. Tchouaméni's across. Continue to make chances, Barcelona.
In the last quarter, Barcelona were caught short at the back and Real Madrid scored. Casero with a crunching shot. Still looking for his first goal on the senior side of Barca.
Yeah, difficult opportunity. Slices right across him with his right foot. Vinny Jr. tried to close him down. Kylian looks like he's okay to return.
A raucous roar from the Madristas. There is Danny almost happy to be back amongst the playing pack. Had an uncertain few months ahead of him. He could conceivably walk out of Barcelona, get all of his contract paid up, and go to another club and get double bubble.
Yeah.
He said he doesn't want to, though.
No, he wants to stay, but also he wasn't allowed to play for the Spanish national team, which would have been a disaster for him and the Spanish national team, of course. But thankfully, it seems to be resolved for 5 minutes anyway.
Oh, you're not going to see the end of that.
No.
Lamine Yamal. Brilliant turn. Superb defending, though, from Rudiger, who has been a rock for Real Madrid this year. So it's Mendy on this occasion.
Yeah, nice turn by Gavi that time. A really good play.
Can Barcelona make one of these corners pay? Lewandowski waiting for bits and pieces to fall his way. This time it is Rudiger who gets a grand distance on that header. Lamine Yamal. Bit of a chase for Inigo Martinez. He has many strengths, but crossing the ball is not one of them.
Crossing on the half volley is not one of them.
Well, the way he sprinted back onto the field suggests that the strapping may be doing its job. Kunde. Martinez to Kupasi.
Back across where the goalkeeper was coming from. Lovely, deft touch by Lamine Yamal. Barcelona get the rewards. It's been coming. They've made the better chances.
And mocking the celebrations of Real Madrid. Quarter of the game gone. Breathtaking. Real Madrid won, Barcelona won. The stars are coming out to shine.
Yeah, it's not a surprise at all that we've had goals, is it? Not a surprise at all.
Vasquez to Chouameni. Two goals from the Platinum Collection. Chesney comes well out of his area. This is a man who'd retired from professional sports last summer, the Poland international, but answered the call from Barcelona when they were a goalkeeper short. Here's Vasquez. Vasquez hits his own man. Falls to Rodrigo. Lucas Vasquez. Valverde, the expert in those long shots.
Yeah, it was a poor effort actually by Lucas Vasquez. Madrid moved the ball really well from the left over to the right. Now it's their turn with the corner.
Little stroll to the touchline for Carlos Ancelotti. Rodrigo to the far post. Chesney keeps it out. Oh, he does well. Not just to keep it out, but to guide it away from the hungry oncomers.
Yeah, Chouameni this time. Glorious isolation. Good save by Chesney. It just spins away from goal, away from the on-running Real Madrid players.
Take two. That'll be a take three as well.
See how it spins away from Lucas Vasquez. He's coming in at the far post. He thinks he's just going to have a tap in.
Can you imagine Chesney there, though? Is he thinking, if I spill this, I've got Kylian Mbappe waiting to pounce. Adventurous overhead kick. Towards the Camavinga.
It's Chouameni again.
He's only ever scored 3 goals for Real Madrid, none this season. And his role tonight in the team is to prevent the opposition scoring. Here's Bellingham. He's had a quiet start to the game.
It's a nice hit from him. It's Lewandowski. I don't know whether it was going on target.
Lewandowski. Rudiger. Vasquez selling Courtois a little short. He does the sensible thing. Sometimes kicking for touch is the only option.
Yep.
Bizarre ball.
Yeah, there was 2 bizarre balls. The first from Kupasi and then Fede Valverde.
Here's Kubasi. Pedri. All day. Spalding, one of the Barcelona-born players in the team. There's another one. Cancelo's been the breakthrough player this season for Barca. Jules Koundé shoots is the demand. He does. And here's Rudiger gets in the way. Sends Vinny Jr. on his travels. Vinicius Jr.'s biggest role tonight has been to win the ball back for Real Madrid.
Inigo Martinez has just gone to the ground. I don't know whether it was a muscle injury. There didn't seem to be a lot going on.
Well, he has been a constant.
Yeah, it doesn't look good though, does it?
Going through his exercises on the sideline is Ronald Araujo, who has only played one game this season. He picked up an injury in May of last year. I just wonder whether Inigo Martinez is carrying an injury, because they seem to have Araujo all ready to take his place.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's not even a conversation, is it? He's off and he's on, so yeah, there must have been problems beforehand. It's just whether now Ronald Araujo goes to centre defence, just a straight swap, or whether he goes at right back and Koundé comes into the centre. Probably a like-for-like change, I think.
Well, heartbreak for Inigo Martinez. He's only missed one game in all competitions this season. And an earlier than expected return for Araujo, the Uruguayan international, whose only appearance was against Bastro in the Copa del Rey. That's a fourth-tier team in Spanish football. Talk about being thrown in at the deep end. At his best, he's one of the finest defenders in the world.
And he's quick as well, so that'll help in that position.
Camavinga. Well, the flow of the game is pretty much as we expected. Real Madrid giving the ball away though to Rafinha. Rafinha trying to find the space. Excellent recovery tackle from Camavinga. Now Vasquez.
And that ball is on, isn't it, for Real Madrid? But they just haven't played it correctly. That was Fede Valverde, you know. That wasn't a great ball over the top. Just need to be a bit calmer. Look at that, that's ridiculous.
Vinny Jr. was offside, but not interfering with play. Mbappe runs into one defender too many. Mbappe tackling Lamine Yamal. There's some photographers snapping away down there to get that photo. Camavinga. Brilliant ball. Perfectly timed run from Vinicius Jr. Catch him if you can. Koundé just stands his ground. Vinny Jr. does get the cross in. Balde, no direction on there. And Camavinga with the volley.
Again, here's the goal. Rudiger in no man's land. Mendy lets Lamine Yamal run off him. It's inevitable, it ends up in the back of the net.
Awkward stretching of the knee of the veteran Robert Lewandowski. Checking his watch. Just over 30 minutes gone. And if you're just joining us, you've missed two sensational goals. Kylian Mbappe. The classic counter-attack 5 minutes into the game. Equalised with a quarter of the game gone from Lamine Yamal, the 17-year-old wonderkid. Rafinha. Big ask for Bowman. That is a textbook tackle from Valverde. Coaches will be clipping up things like that. That is an art form. Gavi. Lamine Yamal. Air of expectation in the stadium when he gets the ball. Kande's okay, coming back from an onside position. Mendy doing a good job in deterring. First task for Arroyo, winning the ball cleanly. Interestingly, he's taken on the captain's armband as well. Kubasi. Easy for Rudiger. This is Lewandowski. Casado. Lamine Yamal. Entertaining the crowds. Pedri. Workspace. Inspected by the VAR. Play continues around. Gavi is on the floor. It's Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski trying to give it to Rafinha and coolly cleared by Courtois. Javier Iglesias, Villanueva. VAR will be rocking and rolling those replays to see if there was an offence not spotted by Manzano.
They've stopped it now and they're talking. Even before he even got there. There's a touchdown by his shin. He comes off his shoulder and he dives. I mean...
Well, I will play the devil's advocate and say that he caught him...
Of course he did.
Mid-thigh.
Of course he caught him, Rob. It didn't affect the play at all. He goes diving, it'll be a penalty. I've got no problem about that.
There we go, that is footballing charades. A word in the ear of Manzano. I suspect that once he's seen the evidence...
Oh, yeah, especially when he pauses it. Time. I know what it is. I've played this game before. But I think he'll give a penalty.
You've seen enough.
Yeah.
Another dramatic twist in the 259th matchup of these two teams. Penalty, Barcelona. Courtesy of a Tiller kick challenge from Camavinga, who also receives a yellow card.
I don't think they shouldn't have got a yellow card. He dangles his foot out. You can see there's no...
Well, to tie the game at least, Real would... Barcelona are dead set on finding their fourth first-half goal. Rafinha's cross in. Lewandowski coming up. Well, that is the danger for Real Madrid. They have Lucas Vazquez, who's a winger by trade, playing as right fullback, and Tchouaméni, whose best position is undoubtedly central midfield player, playing as a central defender.
He wonder which side of the pitch you would attack. This is the side, isn't it? You attack this side.
Lamine Yamal to Rafinha. May have put a few dollars more on the head of Trent Alexander-Arnold at Liverpool after Real Madrid made a cheeky bid to sign him in these last 6 months of his contract.
They need a centre defender as well, don't they? They can't just rely on Rudiger and hopefully David Alaba. They need...
Coverage of the Spanish Super Cup is presented by Lexus. Barcelona flying high after that first half of football against their eternal rival Real Madrid. It is 4-1 to Hansi Flick's men. Real Madrid are in trouble, Ellie.
Yes, they are. And this is a sort of embarrassing performance that creates and generates fights in a locker room. Because if I'm Fede Valverde, I'm sitting down in the locker room and I'm yelling across the locker room to Vini and I'm saying, hey, are you going to do something or are you just going to walk around? Huh? Are you just going to pout or are you going to do something in the attack? Here I am covering ground for you while you turn the ball over. It's embarrassing right now from Real Madrid.
We do see Dani Ceballos coming on, so let's get it back out to our commentators for the second half. It is Rob Palmer and Steve McManaman.
Well, all going according to plan for FC Barcelona, for superbly taking goals. You can see there's a unity. They don't want to go out individually. They want to go out as a team. Meanwhile, in the Real Madrid changing room, I'm sure the right has been read by Carlo Ancelotti. Knocking a few heads together. Challenging a few of the egos. Bringing on Dani Ceballos for the second half.
Well, Dani Ceballos was always going to come on because Eduard Camavinga had to come off, Rob, because he should have been sent off in the first half. He got away with one, so they can't take any chances. The only surprise is they haven't put a centre defender on, someone who can properly defend, and move Tchouaméni up front, Tchouaméni into the midfield. That was my only concern. David Alaba must be nowhere near fit. I don't know why he's sitting on the bench, because they haven't utilised him at all, even in the most dangerous games like today. Asensio hasn't come on, so it's just papering over the cracks, really.
And as you can see from that, it has been the brilliance of Barcelona coming back after Mbappe had caught them cold after 5 minutes of the game with a sensational goal. But it's Hansi Flick's young team who are bossing the game.
They brought on a midfielder, but they have to perform better defensively, Real Madrid. Otherwise, they're going to concede more.
Well, Pena gets an unexpected call here. He has been the #1 keeper since Ter Stegen picked up a horrible injury at the start of the season, but he's lost his place after turning up late for a team meeting. That allowed Chesney to come in. Now Chesney has blotted his copybook. Vini Jr. just needs to walk away from that. He's just been booked. They've got to give the goalkeeper time to get his shin guards on. And of course, it has to be a readjustment now for Hansi Flick.
Yeah.
Because they've got to defend the 4-goal lead.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be an issue. It looks as if there's a rafter, so it looks like Dani Olmo's going to come on, so a couple of... He's going to bring another... He'll have to bring another outfield player off, won't he? For the goalkeeper. Who says these games are boring? Got everything going on today.
I think I've been privileged to work on over 50 Clásicos over the years, and you always expect the unexpected. We've had pigs' heads thrown at players. We've had supporters handcuff themselves to goalposts. One year the crossbar actually broke and we were delayed for 20 minutes as they had to find a replacement goal. And now an unexpected twist.
Well, Lamine Yamal's come off, so they're protecting the youngster. And he has been injured, so
it's going to be a double change.
Yeah, so
Lamine doesn't look best pleased.
No, he doesn't. No,
leaving the party early. Gavi accepting it. Of course, he's on the comeback trail. Only his 5th start of the season.
I mean, he's missed games of late, hasn't he, Lamine Yamal? They don't need to take any chances with him. They are 5-1 up.
He's only started for the previous 11. He will accept it. He'll be upset. But he was the scorer of the equalising goal. It seems an age ago. We had 9 minutes added to the first half, and there'll be a lot more added to the second half. Make no plans for the rest of the day. They're getting the money's worth, these Saudi supporters.
Yes, they are.
He'll attend to the free kick once he's had a little sip of water. Is the pendulum suddenly swinging back the way of Real Madrid?
What a hit by Rodrigo. The one thing you would say is that it was a mistake by Iñaki Peña. He's only just come off the field, so he's probably not warmed up, so you can't criticise him that much. But Rodrigo's smashed the ball goalkeeper side. Didn't go over the wall. It wasn't a delicate free kick. It was just hit with power and a little tiny bit of bend at the goalkeeper, who fails to stop it.
The last time Barcelona scored 4 goals in the first half against Real Madrid was 82 years ago, and that game ended 5-5.
Oh, imagine this ending 5-5.
It's a possibility.
It's everything.
So now I've gone.
Could be anything.
There's often debates about what is the best league in the world, but there's nothing quite like Spanish football. Sabas, Mbappe, Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo really took the responsibility on, didn't he, to get himself to the head of the queue to take that free kick. So many exponents. Valverde, Mbappe, Vinny Junior. But Rodrigo knew what he was doing. He had a plan. His 5th goal in 6 games. Vinny Junior. Jude Bellingham. Rodrigo, Bellingham. Sabas the substitute. Olmo. My goodness gracious.
He had to get some of the ball. Oh no, he didn't. God, he took his time, the referee, didn't he?
Well, he thought about it, didn't he? It was one of those cards that could have been red or yellow. It was kind of an amber one. And in real time, the referee sees yellow. But again, I think this is going to be reviewed.
This was a cruncher and a half. No, it was okay, actually. It's not a red. It was low enough. He does get a bit of the ball.
Yeah.
If anything, he gets the ball first on his heel.
Credit to Tchouaméni.
Yeah.
Got a slice of the ball.
Yeah, there's the Kylian Mbappe offside, onside, and you can clearly see it was onside. We knew, legs outstretched, catches Mbappe, and that should have been saved by the goalie. That's goalkeeper, right at the goalkeeper. Has a good look at it. Just hasn't got the power in his wrist. It keeps the game alive. That's what it does.
Another one of the superstars is about to take to the stage. Luka Modric. Well, they're taking no further risks with
rightly so.
Tchouaméni.
Rightly so.
That mid-time challenge.
Camavinga first, then Tchouaméni.
But they're taking off a defensive midfield player and bringing on a magician.
Yeah.
39 years of age. Former World Player of the Year. Miracle of science. He's only missed 1 game all season, Luka Modric. Looking to win his 5th Spanish Super Cup. That's some way off.
Yeah, he brings a modicum of control, though, doesn't he, Luka Modric? It's not chaotic when he's on. He controls the game, and now it's 11 against 10. They can go forward.
Vinny Junior on the blind side of Araujo. First test of him. Mbappe drops the shoulder. Araujo is struggling to contain him. Lays it back in, and it's Dani Olmo to the rescue for Barcelona. Has been grabbing the headlines all week with the uncertainty surrounding his Barcelona future. And he's thrown in that Valverde playing in this attacking right full-back position to Modric.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Madrid do in the future about this right-back position, whether they stick with Lucas Vazquez or move Fede Valverde out there, because he can play there and he's got incredible energy. They have lots of centre midfielders.
Iñaki Peña didn't get a chance to get a touch of the ball and it whizzed past his ears. Valverde. The run from Rodrigo. Cool-headed defending from Kubasi.
Yeah, he did well, the youngster. Read it really well. It's angle. I mean, I don't know why he falls over though here and goes because he didn't even get touched, but it is what it is.
That was a little incident that was caught by the match director.
Yeah, Asensio and Casado.
Well, the game's coming thick and fast. Real Madrid head back home. And they've got a Copa del Rey match on Thursday night against Celta de Vigo. Our coverage 3:30 Eastern Time on ESPN+. He looks the same whether his team are winning 5-2 or losing 5-2, doesn't he? Never gives it away.
I was going to say that.
He's a man of dignity. After the semi-final was a scuffle on the field. Some coaches would defend his players to the hilt. He said it was all a little unnecessary.
Yeah, Vinny Jr. who's on a yellow card. Catches Jules Koundé. Little scrape down the Achilles. Not a nice one, that. It's a painful one. We're talking about more goals, Rob. It's more red cards.
Here's Rudiger. Asensio, behind you was the cry. Valverde, nothing else for it, just hoist the ball forward.
Correct, get it up the field.
Three-quarters of the game has passed. Vinny Jr. cut out by Araujo. Here's Modric. Can he impose himself on the game? Valverde. Rodrigo. Rudiger. Mendy. Bit disappointed none of our pundits in the FC studio predicted something like this.
I know. 3-2, 3-2. No one said 5-2, did they?
I don't think it's ended there, you know.
No,
this is Mendy to Bellingham to Vinny Jr. Is there a goal in the air? Ceballos teases the ball to Rodrigo. Rodrigo hangs it in there. Koundé. Asensio. Rodrigo. Valverde. It's in the cross. Bellingham trying to ghost in at the far post, but a record of staying power.
Brahim Diaz Fran Garcia going to come on for Real Madrid. One's a left back, one's a midfielder, of course, so it'll be interesting to see what Carlo does, who he's going to bring off, and if he's protecting people with yellow cards, if he feels the game's gone.
Vinicius Junior, Dani Ceballos, Modric, who has been an attacking masterclass from Barcelona, but Flick's team have shown that they can organise themselves as a 10.
Yeah.
Imagine people are just tuning in and not realising that Barcelona are a player lighter than Real Madrid. Dani Olmo.
I mean, this is how you keep the ball, isn't it, with 10 men?
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
A 3-goal lead. But just joining us, a man down after keeper Chesney was sent off. It's been a gutsy game of football.
We had it last year when they...
There's no need to get upset. He scored 2 goals. He's being one of the leading men in this brilliant Barcelona performance. Tale of 2 halves. First half where Barcelona scored the 4 goals. And an early second half one. And then after that they've had to show that they can defend as well as attack. And they have done it brilliantly.
Yeah, they've been excellent. They've been by far the better team. He's shown a little bit of mature.
Had to graduate a couple of players. Remember last season, second, 10 points behind Real Madrid in La Liga. Araujo heads the ball away. Valverde. Brahim Diaz. Good defending by Alex Balde. Olmo. Pedri. Koundé. Koundé inside to Olmo. Here's the one more goal for the history books here for Barcelona. They're teasing Real Madrid. Lewandowski just stuck at his feet. And you can see the hunger in the players when they're having a go at Lewandowski for not finishing that off.
Yeah, if Lewandowski would have just let it go through his legs, Dani Olmo had enough.
Right, tired tackle. Hansi Flick wins his first trophy as a Barcelona manager, man who has won every final that he has coached in. They had to win it the hard way. They were trailing after just 5 minutes of the game, after a sensational goal from Kylian Mbappe. But then their stars came out to shine. Lamine Yamal, Robert Lewandowski, a couple from Rafinha, Balde on the score sheet as well. A game that had everything. A red card, a penalty, a mini comeback from Real Madrid as well. My thanks to Steve McManaman for guiding us through the game. Now thanks to our ABC audience. And if you want to catch the analysis and the mop-up at the end of the game, join the team on ESPN+.
Don't miss the new era of El Clasico, the biggest club game in the world, between Real Madrid and